Hey guys, how are you? This is Amy the Toy Lady, and I'm here once again to preview a toy. What I have today is a product from Patch, okay? You guys know Patch Toys, right? Here it is, Patch. Ta-da! Patch is a toy company based out of Wisconsin. I first became aware of them when I attended the toy fair in February 2013. And so luckily I made some contacts. So Patch was kind enough to send me this toy to test out, to see what I think about it. So here we go. I'm going to tell you what I think. So this toy line is, what I have before me is one of their brands called Mirari. And Mirari is their brand for basically preschool kids. It's for little kids, maybe like 0 to 3. So this is one of their main preschool lines, Mirari. So what I have right now is the Mirari Pop Piano. Can you see? I haven't taken it out of the box yet because I love it in the box. You know, so I think the first thing, I think there's many things we can say about this toy. So let's talk about packaging first. I think the packaging is incredible. Here it is. Here's the side. Here's the back. The packaging is beautiful. There aren't any kids on the packaging, which I think is great, because I think when you put people on packaging, you know, do you pick a white kid, a black kid, a Spanish kid? And I think when you do that, you know, black kid might see it and be like, oh, there's a white kid. Why should I get that toy? You know, so I think it's very important for toy companies not to put children on toy packages. You know, just let the product sell. So here we have the product. Very nice, very colorful, as you can see. There's even a demonstration on the back that tells you what the toy is. But I think my favorite thing about this toy is at the bottom, where it says, the way play should be. And basically it talks about how toys should stimulate you and they should be quality in order to encourage growing and thriving and learning, things like that. So I think this little box is the best part of the packaging, especially for parents who can read, because little kids can't read. But I think this is a wonderful toy. Once again, this is Mirari. Mirari means wonder. So here we have the Pop Piano, which is really cool. So we've talked about packaging, how the packaging is great because they don't put any children on it, so you don't have to worry about race, things like that. Race and gender, whether it's a boy or a girl, it's just a toy. So the toy packaging is wonderful. The colors aren't too bright, they aren't intimidating. It's just enough. Also, you can see right here that the recommended age is 12 months and up, so 1 year and older. But honestly, I gave this toy to my 11-month-old nephew and he loved it. So I think this age recommendation can come down a little lower, maybe like 10 months and up. But I mean, you can keep it as it is, but that's just a recommendation. So as you can see, it says try me. So just right here, you can try it just like that. I love toys that are made that you can try on the shelf. You don't have to take them home before you can try it. I mean, right on the shelf, you can see it and you can just go. It's great. So, let's talk about the toy. So here we have the Pop Piano. And as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 keys at the bottom, all color-coded. Pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And then you have these little columns for each one. So if I press purple, the purple will go. If I press blue, the blue will go. Okay? So within each column, you have these stars. And the stars jump as you press the keys. See? When you buy a toy, you always have to test it for durability. This toy is very durable. Look. Because little kids are going to be playing with these toys, so your toy has to be durable. So this toy passes the durable test. It passes the packaging test because there aren't any kids, so you can't judge it based on seeing a black, white, Spanish kid or a boy or a girl. So it passes the gender test, it passes the race test, it passes the packaging test, and it also passes the durability test, and it passes the educational test because you know exactly what this toy is intended for in terms of reading the way play should be on the back of the box. Okay, before I go more into the toy, let's talk about what's needed. You're going to need some batteries, definitely, which is wonderful. Oh, another thing I love about the packaging of this toy, there's a lot to this packaging. Okay, another thing I love about this Mirari toy is what they have on the side. On both sides of the toy, they tell you exactly what kind of skills are going to be tested and what kind of skills your child is going to use if you buy this toy. So, with the Mirari piano, first you have cognitive learning, understanding the cause and effect relationship. How does pressing this button affect the toy? Well, there you go. There's your cause and effect. Next, the box states that it will also test sensory development, exploring with hands and eyes, experiencing bright colors and sounds. Okay, exploring with hands, exploring with eyes, hearing the sounds, and seeing the bright colors. There you have it. Lastly, the box also states that it will also, I don't want to say challenge, but it will also help with emotional development. And it specifically states exploring self-expression through musical play. So if I want to press these little buttons and make a song, la 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 la, emotional development. There you have it. Cognitive learning, sensory development, and emotional development, which is very true. This is all on the outside of the box, on the packaging. So the packaging is so, so, so important. Now, the toy. I've told you a little bit about the toy, how I love the colors, how I love the architecture of it. It's very beautiful because you have this dome. See how I can just go? I can drop it and nothing happens. You see, it's still working. But now what I want to show you is a second element to this toy. We can take this lid off. Give me 1 second. There we go. Ta-da! The lid is off. I can put it on my head. I can put stuff in it. I can do with the lid whatever I want to do. The dome, you see? Remember there's a dome on top of this? It was covering all the little columns. You can take that dome off. So now, as a little kid, I can keep pressing these buttons and now the things are going to pop up. So now this game has become something totally different. Now I can take these little objects and I can say, oh, this is green, this is yellow, this is blue, right? If I have a mom, if I'm a little kid, my mom could now take these objects and say, okay, baby girl, what color is this? Mommy, that's blue. What color is this, baby? Mommy, that's yellow. What color is this, honey? Mommy, that's green. Then my mom can say, okay, match the colors. Put this green in the green column, right? So, is that it? Nope. Is that it? Nope. Is that it? Yeah. Blue. Is this it? No. Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Yes! And if you win, you can just press the blue button. Ta-da! So there's 3 different ways to test color. You can test color on the keys down here. You can test color on the columns, but you can also test your color knowledge based on these little toys that pop out. I just think this toy is so fascinating. It's fascinating. I really, really love it. What I love about it is that it's two-dimensional. Not two-dimensional in the sense that you're thinking, but in my head, it's very like, you can do different things with it. It's not just, you can't just play with it one way. There's so many different ways you can play with it. You can play with it just to hear music. You can play with it to see things. You can play with it in order to see things pop out. Or if you don't want things to pop out, you can just place the dome right on top. So, I think this is a really great toy to have, not only as an adult, but I guess I should have said not only as a kid, but really not only as adults, but as a kid as well. It's great for the whole family, okay? It's great for little kids. It's great for adults. It's great for everyone. And I think what's so great about it is that there's so many things you can do with it, you know? You can test your color down here. You can test your color here. You can play games. You can say, okay, what color is in the orange column? Blue, mommy. Okay, I'm going to press the orange button. Tell me where the blue ball goes. The blue ball is now in the pink column. Really? Okay, well, tell me where it's going now. The blue ball is now in the purple column. Well, I'm calling it a ball, but I think it's like really a star, but you get the point. There's so many things you can do with this toy, and if you're scared that the stars may hit your child's eye, just put this back on top. Put the dome back on top, and they can just play with it. Now, you may think I'm playing with this toy a little bit rigorously than a baby child would, but the reason why I'm playing with it so hard is because kids are crazy. When kids play with toys, they play very hard. You know, they drop them, they throw them up and down. I mean, when you make a toy, you have to test it out as roughly as you possibly can. So I'm like, I mean, they're gonna put this toy on their head. They're gonna lick it. And they're gonna do so many things with this toy. So I think you really have to test it out and test it out well and in crazy ways, like I'm doing. But as you can see, this toy is absolutely fabulous. So I don't have anything negative to say about this toy. I think this toy is wonderful. When I first saw this toy at the toy fair in New York a couple of months ago in February, I was so amazed by it because I had never seen anything like it. And I was like, OMG, where did this toy come from? I was just so shocked because I had never heard about Patch. And then I saw this on their stand and I was like, oh my goodness gracious. So this toy is great. Like I said earlier, if you have little kids, make sure you get out and get this toy. Make sure you contact Patch. They have a website. Go onto the Patch website. I'll put it down below on my page so you can go get it and check out the other toys that they have because they have a lot of great stuff. But at the end of the day, this Pop Pop piano by Patch is fabulous. It's a great toy. Kudos to the guys who made this over at Patch in Wisconsin. The toy developers, they did a great job with this. It's simple, yet kind of not simple. You know what I mean? Like, the kids can play with this simply, but the design of it is just so amazing. And my favorite part of the design is this, the dome, because the dome can be used for the stars. You can throw your stars in the dome. Like, see? Da 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 da. This can be like the star storage if you really wanted to. And then you can just have this. If you're going on a trip with your kids, you don't feel like taking the dome, just let them. Each key makes a sound. Listen. And there you have it, the Amy Pop Pop piano. Peace by me. This toy is fabulous. Thank you so much, Patch, for this toy and for letting me review it. I love, 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 love it. I recommend it to everyone, both young and old. You guys did a fabulous job with this toy, and I can't wait to see what else you guys have online. But as for the Pop Pop piano, this star is fabulous. It gets an A in terms of innovation. It gets an A in terms of toy design. And it definitely gets an A+, in terms of the toy packaging. The toy packaging is so key, and a lot of companies are not paying attention to the toy packaging. The toy packaging is flawless. You guys did a fabulous job with the toy packaging. And the toy packaging sometimes is the first thing people see before they actually even get to see and touch the toy. So toy packaging is so important. So thank you, Patch Toys, for doing such a fabulous job. Pop Pop piano is fabulous, and it gets the Amy stamp of approval. I love it.